If you're watching this video, then you're meant to be watching this video. Everything in your life, everything in your parents' lives, everything in your grandparents' lives, everything since the very beginning of the universe has led you to this moment and this time, watching this video. For me to tell you that you don't have free will. We are beings made of matter that are made of quintillions of particles, all of which are organized under a system of laws. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. From the very first moment the universe began its expansion to the moment you hit play and started watching the shifting, moving images in this video, you've been acting out a series of behaviors that started before the Earth was formed. This might sound crazy. It might go against everything you hold true to the world. But keep watching, or don't. Whatever you do will be exactly what you're supposed to do. But if you are still watching, then let me tell you what all of this means for you. What is it that is guiding your life? And how it can actually get you what you want from life. Are you listening? Good. Let's start at the beginning. Or 1 second into the beginning of the universe. Because the first second is a little complicated. You have gluons forming quarks, quarks forming hadrons. This is all happening in a heated state that's so hot there's barely any difference between energy and matter. Then energies create a series of forces that become the laws that govern our universe. Then 1,000,000,001 particles of matter are made for every 1 particle of antimatter, and matter wins out. They then begin to bond, and thus begins the 1 second point of the universe's existence, where atoms begin to form, where things eventually begin to cool, and hundreds of millions of years later, stars begin to form. Those stars take the dust and particles that existed in the darkness of space, and through gravitational forces begins to bond them together, forming planets, galaxies, and the vast array of cosmological wonders and glory that decorate the night sky. Eventually, debris, collapsing and exploding stars, and constant recycling of matter and energy forms the Milky Way galaxy, in which eventually Earth is formed. And about 900 million years later, life appeared on Earth. Now, for some people, that might not have been a great thing. But for most of us, I think we're happy that there's something instead of nothing. Now, as animals gave way from one species to another, bound by the very same physical laws that govern the universe, dying and their material being taken in and used again and again and again, death becoming the foundation for life, eventually an advanced form of ape discovered fire, developed tools, and then something really crazy started to happen. We became aware of our existence in a way few other animals ever did, if any ever did. Suddenly, this advanced form of ape, floating around on a small rock, warmed by a small sun, on the outer limb of a fairly decent-sized galaxy, began to think about itself and its place in the universe, unaware that everything that had happened to us to get here happened by a series of cause and effects, a recycling of organic and inorganic material over billions of years, all of which governed by laws that came into existence in less than a second from the universe's beginnings. And now you are watching a video, hearing it all explained, and trying to understand. What does any of this have to do with free will? Here's the thing. Every animal, every fruit that was eaten, that rotted and fed the ground, every fire that cleared land and freshened the soil, every bit of it was responsible for when and where you were born and to whom you were born. You didn't have a choice in being brought into this world. You didn't choose your parents or the country you were born to. You didn't choose any of it, and yet everything that happened had to happen exactly as it happened for you to be the person that you are. For one thing to be different, you would be different. And maybe not still watching this video. Or maybe never watching this video at all. Definitely not hitting the like and subscribe button down below and getting all of the notifications. No, you definitely wouldn't be doing that. But you are here and you are watching this video. Because somewhere along the way in life, you've questioned whether or not you're free. Or you found my brand of spirituality and psychology interesting and are following my channel. If that's the case, thank you, by the way. But it wasn't precisely a free choice. Because you can't control what interests you. You don't control what you want. These things all form through where you were born, who you were born to, what genetics and brain structure you have, and what lessons, experiences, and ideas you were exposed to, or weren't exposed to. And none of them, again, were by any free choices that you made. Rather, they were reactions and responses based on the stimuli that arose in an environment that you didn't control, with an urge to live, survive, and reproduce, at least most people, or at least avoid pain, which is everyone. Now you're here, and I'm glad you're here. and you're wondering if you don't have free will, then how can you possibly be free? I think the answer can be found in why people change, how some people succeed and most people fail. And I say it comes down to our awareness, to this amazing machine that was built over literal billions of years of evolution, that even though the same atoms and particles that make up a tree or the ground or a house make us up, we're able to move and engage with the world. And we're able to see and experience the world. And in doing that, we can come across information that alters our perception and that changes the way we think and look at things, thus altering the behaviors that we once had. Do we control the alternate path or what's happening? Do we control the opportunity to get the new information? Do we control any of it? No. But in a moment of opportunity, in a moment in which you are given new information and new possibilities, you can find yourself put on a new road and a new journey. The more you are aware of the possibilities, the more possibilities that you can seek out. And thus, through awareness, you can alter the path of your existence. Your freedom comes in knowing who you truly are, what truly motivates your actions, what beliefs and ideas you truly hold, and how they are affecting your life. The more you are aware of yourself, aware of the behaviors and your response to stimuli, the more you can look for opportunities to find better responses and new behaviors. Through awareness, you open the door to freedom, but you must be willing to take the step. You must be willing to look for the door. But here's the thing, by sharing this idea with you, by telling you the power of your own awareness and your ability to take that awareness and use it to expand your freedom, you now have gotten another piece of freedom. One you didn't choose. One you might not have wanted or known about, but now you do. And now you're a little freer to explore your awareness, to become aware of different ways of looking at the world, to become aware of different and better actions to take, to become aware of strategies to create the life of your dreams. Take this opportunity and make the life of your dreams. Or don't. You don't really have a choice. You'll either do it or you won't.